Okay, so NHL for the week March 9th, 2026 to March 15th, 2026. Okay, so here we have Los Angeles Kings against Columbus Blue Jackets. So Kings has Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Strength. And then Blue Jackets has Four of Pentacles, Judgment, and Ace of Cups. So Five of Pentacles could speak of being left out in the cold. Um, However, Page of Swords here could also speak of trying to not, 5 points, trying to get to five here. Excuse me. When it comes to the scoreboard. And then we have Strength. So really putting in that effort at the end as far as gaining the extra point. Here with the Blue Jackets, we have Four of Pentacles, Judgment, and Ace of Cups. So let's look at Five of Pentacles. Let's compare it with the Four of Pentacles. Is the Five of Pentacles really speaking of 5 points when we talk about NHL? If we look at the Five of Pentacles, there's like one pentacle and then two and two. So it could mean that Kings have like not necessarily 5 points, however, they may have like one, that one, right, with the Five Pentacles, and then come down to the Blue Jackets, it could be two, and they're trying to get to that one here. I'm just comparing the reading with the Ace of Cups because there's Ace of Cups here. Now that either speaks of the Blue Jackets being up by one or down by one because we have Judgment here as well. New York Rangers has the Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands. Philadelphia Flyers has the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. So Rangers, working hard. So when we look at the Eight of Pentacles, there's already six pentacles up on the tree. And the man is working hard on the other pentacle, which is the Seventh Pentacle. And then there's one on the ground that he can pick up after he's done with the seven. So working hard here on defense for one with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands, and could be possibly trying to tie the game as well. Now, if we look at the Four of Wands, we see that there's two sticks on one side and two sticks on the other. So this could mean that the Rangers has two, and possibly comparing with the Ace of Wands for the Flyers has one. And like how I have my arms folded here, like the Nine of Cups, you're like, oh, come on, let's get the one. Maybe down by one. Like, oh, just smudge, right? Or it could be satisfaction that they're up by one with the Knight of Pentacles here coming in to save the day, right? Bringing this low point in. Calgary Flames, Ace of Cups, the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles, and then Washington Capitals, Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Six of Cups. So there's opportunity here for the Flames with the Ace of Cups here, or there could be like a 1 point here that the Ace of Cups has. That the Flames have. With the Chariot, speaking of movement and also long-term diligence. If you look at the Seven of Pentacles, there's six pentacles, on the little rubble, and then there's one pentacle next to the foot of the farmer. And so they're, more like, but here, if we look at the capitals, we have sixes over here, right? We have Six of Wands, Page of Cups, Six of Cups. So do we really think that the capitals will get 6 points? Six of Wands, they have, like I said in the NBA reading, the Six of Wands has public recognition coming in. And he has that one wand in his hand, and there's, the people on the ground have 5 other wands. I guess ready to fight, ready to compete, maybe. And then we have the Page of Cups, Six of Cups, which works together in their elements of water here. There's nostalgia. Does capitals actually get a point on the board? Looks like it with the Six of Wands coming in with the victory. It could be something like that. I'm trying to see if the numbers are coming in. Compare the Seven of Pentacles to the Six of Cups. It's like, more of like waiting, anticipating, we got this one. Can we sustain the one when it comes to the Calgary Flames? And then you have the capitals with the Six of Wands wanting to come in with the one. What? The wand, right? The one. Wanting to come in with that one just to sustain, to be in the game, to sustain the game. That could be a possible scenario, however you go both ways. Utah Mammoth, Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands. Chicago Blackhawks has the Five of Cups, Two of Cups, King of Cups. So, Blackhawks has all elements in the same element. All in the same suit, which is water here. Now, with this Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Eight of Wands, there's something about three with Mammoth. They could be up by three now. They could be a little bit heartbreakers and be up by three by having some type of opportunities here with the Seven of Cups and taking those opportunities that they need to be taken, or they could have smoke and mirrors on them. Here's the Eight of Wands at the end, which speaks of speed and agility. Chicago Blackhawks here have the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups. So Blackhawks is looking at 3 cups down. It could be 5-2 here. That could be the actual score, 5-2, because Blackhawks have 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, King of Cups. And then the Seven of Cups here with the Mammoth in the middle could be the total amount of points that each team has. Could be. However, we have all elements here, all the same elements here with the Blackhawks. They could be crying over spilt milk, maybe being 3 points up in the NHL game. Ottawa Senators, Ace of Cups, Death, Three of Wands, and Vancouver Canucks, Ten of Swords, King of Wands, and Nine of Cups. So, opportunities here for Ottawa Senators. And there are transformations as well. There are opportunities to change something here. And there is looking for change here with the Three of Wands at the end, looking for chips to come in. Holding on to one wand, and then there's 2 wands behind. So, think of it. Senators is holding on to that one wand, and there's like 2 wands behind them. Then we have the Ten of Swords here, King of Wands, and Nine of Cups with Canucks. Which speaks of endings. Push it to the limit. King of Wands here is not too satisfied with it. It's like coming up short here. But, however, we have the Nine of Cups at the end. Is this overindulgence, or is this actual satisfaction with the game? Is it? Moving on to March 10th, 2026 NHL, we have Columbus Blue Jackets and Tampa Bay Lightning. So Columbus Blue Jackets has the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Tampa Bay Lightning has the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So there's connection here with the Blue Jackets. King of Wands here is standing on that connection. I don't know if he's too happy with it, but King of Wands or King of Wands and the Page of Wands here, that's, connecting possibly here with the Two of Cups. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. So Three of Pentacles speaks of collaboration here. Possibly at least 3 people collaborating with one another to win the game at all costs with the Queen of Swords. So it's like literally possibly 2 against 3 here. Maybe for the key player. I'm not saying that only like 2 people are playing. I'm just saying the other 3 players may be tied up. The teammate got their other team players gist or whatever. And they just keep on, knowing their strategy. So Calgary Flames and New York Rangers. Calgary Flames has Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, and the Lovers. The New York Rangers has the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, and Four of Swords. So they both have Wheel of Fortune here. So changes happen with the King of Wands and connection when it comes to the Flames. Speaking of Flames, King of Wands has a fire element. Does that work for the Flames, actually, though? Rangers has the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords. So trying to manifest or having the right tools to come up with something here. I don't know if this is for, trying to come up with something to utilize here to win the game. However, the Four Swords is here at the end. 3 swords are at the top, right? And then there's 1 sword at the bottom. So is it 3-1 Flames, right? Now look at these pictures here. Praying, 4 swords is they're praying possibly here for 3 maybe, or maybe they're satisfied with, their score, winning by 1 possibly. Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens. So Toronto Maple Leafs has 4 cups, Death, Wheel of Fortune, and Montreal Canadiens has High Priestess, 9 of Swords, and 4 swords. So Maple Leafs looking at 3 cups up. Big transformations here with Death and Wheel of Fortune. There's transformations look like possibly maybe for the better. It looks like disappointment here was at the beginning. See, we can see how this goes because of Wheel of Fortune here at the end. So possible disappointments here at the beginning, but however that transformed here in Wheel of Fortune is now at the end. There we have Canadians, though, with the High Priestess, 9 of Swords, and 4 swords. So this speaks of higher intuition, thoughts, a lot of thoughts going on here, a lot of sword energy and a lot of thoughts going on, a lot of logic, thinking. 4 swords here at the end. Does that speak of, actually going home and being, real rested with a victory? Or does it speak of the Canadians being only scoring 1, with that 1 underneath with the 4 swords, and then the Maple Leafs having 3 with the 3 cups that are up. And also, there could be, opportunity for Maple Leafs to get 4 here. So, we shall see. So we are still on March 10th, 2026 for NHL. So we have Los Angeles Kings. It has the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and Ace of Swords. And the Boston Bruins has the Page of Cups, Death, and Empress. So So the Queen of Pentacles here is working with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Speaking of kings, the king is here for the kings. Bruins, here's Page of Cups, Death, and Empress. Transformations to the bench. Slippery though here with the Page of Cups. Now it's the Ace of Swords for the king, speaking of winning by 1 or losing by 1. And San Jose Sharks against Buffalo Sabres. So San Jose Sharks has Death, Knight of Wands, High Priestess. And the Buffalo Sabres has Temperance, 2 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. So San Jose has transformations here at the beginning or its endings here at the beginning. The Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. So Knight of Wands is running towards Death. Death is running towards Knight of Wands. And then there's higher intuition here when it comes to the end of the game, whether it's blocks or whether it's, higher intuition. Sabres here at Temperance, 2 of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. Looks like they are dipping their toes, preserving, waiting to see if the hard work is paying off here. Looking to plan it. Books. Ooh. Working hard here at the end, though. Working hard, possibly on 2. It could be. Or 1. Pittsburgh Penguins and Carolina Hurricanes. So Pittsburgh Penguins has the Page of Pentacles, Chariot, and 9 of Cups. And Carolina Hurricanes has the Knight of Swords, 3 of Cups, 2 of Cups. So Penguins developing points, movement, and satisfaction or overindulgence here at the end. Knight of Swords here is ambitious. But we have here 3 of Cups to 2 of Cups, which speaks of descending energies. So is there aspiring something here to get 1? Because there could be optimism here. There could be, great energy going on, but it's that great energy because there's like optimism that, hey, we can really get, a point to tie the game, or just sustain to be in the game, right? Detroit Red Wings and Carolina Panthers. No, sorry, Florida Panthers. Sorry, Florida. So Detroit Red Wings and Florida Panthers. So Detroit Red Wings has 9 of Pentacles, the Moon, and Ace of Wands. Florida Panthers has 8 of Cups, Magician, and Tower. Alright, so looking at the 9 of Pentacles, we have 6 Pentacles on one side and 3 Pentacles on the other. There is focus on the 1, on the drive here with the Red Wings. And then here with the Panthers, we have 8 cups that are stacked up, manifesting some type of unexpectancy. Something of the unexpected here at the end. The Tower coming down to 1, though, I'm thinking. That's what it looked like to me. New York Islanders and St. Louis Blues. So New York Islanders got High Priestess Death and Queen of Swords. And St. Louis Blues got Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and 4 of Swords. So Islanders with the High Priestess speaks of intuitive transformations. Here's the Queen of Swords at the end, though. I don't like that. Her back is turned towards death. And, it's like death is coming toward her with the death card, with the guy on the chair, on the horse, right? It's like High Priestess has told the death card to go ahead and cut off somebody's head, however. That could be the scenario, too. With the Blues, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 4 of Swords, that speaks of opportunity for points. Looks good with the Wheel of Fortune here, and looks like some rest here at the end, possibly, for Blues. So here we are, Utah Mammoth and Minnesota Wild. So Utah Mammoth has a 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles. Minnesota Wild has 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. So here we have, being, having courage for 1 and being guarded, stacking up cups. Possibly here there's 5 points that's been made. Possible it could be 5 points. Or like I say, like with 5 Pentacles could be 2. And the Wild could have 1. However, the Wild has a lot of Pentacles here. They have all Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So speaking of collaboration, look at the 3 of Pentacles. So 3 of Pentacles has 1 Pentacle up at the top and 2 Pentacles are at the bottom. So it could speak of, Mammoth having 1 and, Wild having 2. However, the 3 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles speaks of being out on the cold. And like I say, how the 5 of Pentacles look, there's 1 Pentacle here, 2 and 2 here. So also that could speak of the 1 and the 2. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a home card, and Wild is at home. And if you look at the Wild, at the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 6 Pentacles. There's a 6 Pentacles at top and 4 at the bottom, I believe. So, however, the 10 of Pentacles speaks of a home card. Vegas Golden Knights and Dallas Stars. So Vegas Golden Knights has Judgment, Nine of Swords, Hierophant, and Dallas Stars has Emperor, Ten of Wands, and Hierophant. Both have Hierophant at the end. Wow. So Golden Knights here is judged. Or there's a wake-up call coming in about some type of thing being up in the head, about some type of plan here maybe, and some coaching. It could be about coaching and, coming in or just being up in the head about some type of strategy here. The Stars has the Emperor, Ten of Wands, and Hierophant. This also speaks to type of coaching here as well. Putting up the sticks also speaks to blocks here with the Ten of Wands and the Emperor together. Anaheim Ducks and Winnipeg Jets. So Anaheim Ducks has Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords, and Temperance. And Winnipeg Jets has Ten of Cups, Page of Swords, and Seven of Swords. So it could be if the Ducks are winning at the beginning, they may be losing here at the end. And if they lose in there at the beginning, they be winning here at the end. With the Four of Swords and the Temperance, there is patience here, though. There is 3 swords and 1 sword below. Here with the Jets, there's 10 of Cups, Page of Swords, 7 of Swords. So Jets are trying to win here something at home cleverly. They have 7 of Swords here at the end, so there's 5 swords in their hand, and then leaving 2 swords behind. So, Page of Swords, 7 of Swords, those 2 elements work together. Is this actually going to be like 3 to 1? Is it going to be a 5 to 2? Something about 3 here, as far as the point differential, the score differential. Oilers and Edmonton Oilers and Colorado Avalanche. So Edmonton Oilers has King of Wands, 2 of Wands, Queen of Swords. Colorado Avalanche has King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and 3 of Swords. So Edmonton Oilers, energies are working here with both elements together as far as the wand energy. However, the Queen of Swords is here at the end. Back is turned against the Queen of Swords here with the 2 of Wands. And, 2 of Wands is looking here at the King of Wands. King of Wands here looking at the Oilers. Colorado Avalanche, though, here has King of Pentacles looking at the 3 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. So could speak of something of 3, right? Colorado Avalanche could be up by 3, behind by 3. They could be up 1 or up by 1 of a victory or short by 1 of a victory. Nashville Predators and Seattle Kraken. So Nashville Predators has 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Lovers. Seattle Kraken has Tower, 2 of Cups, and Magician. So Predators